In the corporate district's gleaming heart, a new dawn of manufactured glory breaks over the city. The air hums with anticipation, a carefully orchestrated symphony of public expectation and polished power. Beneath shimmering banners, a colossal corporate mech stands, a testament to engineered perfection and silent dominion. Its metallic shell, a flawless canvas of muted silver, reflects the cool, indifferent morning light with stark precision. No battle scars mar its surface. No history of struggle whispers from its pristine, unblemished chassis. This new Titan, a rival to the Yard Zone, embodies a terrifying, unfeeling elegance in every sculpted curve. The crowd, a sea of perfectly dressed citizens, offers applause, a sound both enthusiastic and strangely hollow. Their faces wear practiced smiles, reflecting the corporate optimism beamed from towering holographic displays above them. This public demonstration is a masterclass in control. Every cheer and murmur meticulously pre-approved and guided. On a raised platform, two pilots emerge, their uniforms crisp, their movements synchronized, almost unnervingly so. They ascend the ramp with an identical, fluid grace, their expressions mirroring a bland, corporate joy. Each step is measured, each glance to the crowd a carefully rehearsed gesture of gratitude and shared triumph. Their ascent concludes as they reach the mech's cockpit, a seamless entry into its polished, unyielding form. The cockpit door, an almost invisible seam, closes with a soft, pneumatic hiss, sealing them within its embrace. A low, resonant thrum emanates from the rival mech, a deep pulse that vibrates through the very ground. Its eyes, once dormant, flicker to life with a cold, blue luminescence, scanning the vast, expectant plaza. The corporate voice, smooth and omnipresent, echoes through the city, welcoming this new era of engineered security. It speaks of innovation, of protection, of a future where all threats are managed, all chaos The giant Tyrannosaurus Rex Titan, scarred and defiant, watches from a hidden vantage point, its ancient spirit stirring. It senses the manufactured peace, the polite veneer over something deeply predatory and fundamentally controlling. Its own chassis, a patchwork of salvaged metal and hard-won victories, stands in stark contrast to the rival's sheen. Every dent, every scorch mark on the Titan tells a story of survival, of battles against impossible odds. Its pilots, rougher, more human, feel the chill of this corporate display, a cold wind sweeping through their defiance. They understand the insidious power of legality, the quiet threat hidden within polite, smiling overture. The rival mech performs a series of pre-programmed movements, each fluid and precise, a dance of perfect obedience. It pivots with impossible speed, its massive limbs moving without a hint of strain or mechanical hesitation. The crowd gasps in unison, their awe a testament to the illusion of effortless power projected before them. Its design speaks of efficiency, of a world where every component serves a singular, corporate-approved purpose. There is no wildness in its form, no unpredictable grace, only the cold, calculated beauty of absolute control. The muted colors of its armor blend seamlessly with the corporate skyline, a chameleon of industry. This mech is not built for freedom or passion. It is a tool, a symbol of absolute, unquestioning compliance. Its lack of history, its pristine state, feels more like an erasure than a beginning, a chilling void. The pilots, visible through the cockpit's reinforced glass, offer another practiced wave to the adoring mutt. Their faces, though smiling, betray a subtle stiffness, a lack of genuine spontaneity in their expressions. Their eyes, fixed forward, do not truly track the movement of the crowd or the fluttering banners above. Instead, they gaze with an empty focus, as if reading an invisible script projected onto the world. Their voices, when broadcast, are calm, modulated, each word perfectly articulated, devoid of any genuine emotion. They speak of duty, of serving the city, of upholding the new order with unwavering corporate resolve. The words feel hollow, a pre-recorded message played through human vessels, unsettling in their perfection. A corporate executive a figure of polished menace, steps onto the stage. His smile, a well-honed weapon, he extols the virtues of the new Mech, the pinnacle of security, the protector of a bright, compliant future. His gaze, sharp and assessing, sweeps over the crowd, searching for any hint of dissent or nonconformity. He speaks of the challenges ahead, the unpredictable anomalies that threaten their carefully constructed peace. Then, with a casual, almost dismissive tone, he alludes to other titans, less refined, less obedient. The implication hangs heavy in the air, a thinly veiled threat directed at the yard in its defiant Mech. A ripple of unease passes through the crowd, a momentary crack in the engineered facade of contentment. The executive's smile widens, a predator sensing a shift in the collective consciousness of his audience. He then proposes a friendly test, a public demonstration of the new Mech's capabilities against a volunteer from the independent sector. A thinly disguised challenge. The crowd murmurs, understanding the unspoken target, the defiant titan that still roams their city. Refusal, of course, would be seen as an admission of weakness, a clear sign of guilt and incapacity. It would brand the yard's Mech as a public threat, an uncontrolled entity in need of corporate oversight. The executive's eyes, cold and calculating, land directly on the hidden vantage point of the defiant Mech. A silent message passes between them, a challenge issued with chilling politeness and absolute certainty. The Titan's pilots feel the weight of expectation, the insidious pressure of engineered consent pressing upon them. Their knuckles whiten against the controls, their hearts pounding a rhythm of rebellion against the corporate hum. The air crackles with unspoken tension, the veneer of friendly competition barely concealing a deeper, darker intent. The corporate Mech's blue eyes glow brighter, its systems humming with a readiness that feels almost sentient. It stands impassive, a perfect weapon awaiting its command, its form a testament to ruthless efficiency. The executive's voice, now amplified, invites the independent operators to step forward, to embrace transparency and public accountability. A heavy silence descends upon the plaza, broken only by the distant, rhythmic thrum of the corporate Mech. The defiant titan's shadow stretches long, a jagged silhouette against the pristine corporate architecture. Its metallic hide, once dulled by countless battles, seems to absorb the harsh corporate light. Edifianto boido. The pilots exchange grim glances, the unspoken question hanging between them. To fight or to surrender? Surrender means assimilation, becoming another cog in the corporate machine, losing their very essence. To fight means to play by corporate rules, on corporate ground, with corporate eyes, watching every move. The Titan stirs, a low growl rumbling deep within its mechanical throat, a primal protest against subjugation. Its head turns slowly, its scarred optics focusing on the gleaming rival. A silent challenge accepted. A collective gasp sweeps through the crowd as the defiant Titan emerges from its cover, a scarred behemoth. Its presence is a shock, a raw, untamed force against the polished, sterile backdrop of corporate power. The executive's smile tightens, a flicker of genuine surprise momentarily disrupting his practiced composure. But he recovers swiftly, extending a hand in a gesture of false welcome, inviting the inevitable clash. The defiant Titan lumbers forward, its heavy footsteps shaking the ground, a rhythm of raw, untamed power. Its pilots brace themselves, feeling the familiar surge of energy as their Mech prepares for confrontation. The corporate Mech stands ready, its posture rigid, its blue eyes fixed with an unwavering, predatory intensity. The contrast is stark. Primal fury versus engineered precision. Scarred wisdom against unblemished obedience. The crowd holds its breath, sensing the shift from demonstration to something far more dangerous and real. The sun, now higher, glints off both titans, highlighting their opposing philosophies in harsh, unforgiving light. The ground beneath them, a pristine corporate plaza, prepares to become an arena for this clash of ideologies. The corporate voice announces the friendly sparring exercise with a tone of polite finality, sealing the fate of the moment. A low growl escapes the defiant Titan, a warning rumble before the storm of impending conflict. Its scarred hide seems to ripple with stored energy, a testament to past struggles and future defiance. The corporate Mech's blue eyes narrow slightly, Its silent response, a chilling promise of calculated force. The air thickens with anticipation, a palpable tension, stretching across the vast, expectant plaza. Both titans stand poised, monuments to different futures, about to collide in a brutal ballet of power. The crowd leans forward, their collective breath hitched, awaiting the first devastating blow to be struck. A subtle hum grows from the corporate mech, an almost imperceptible vibration announcing its readiness. The defiant titan shifts its weight, its ancient instincts stirring, preparing for the inevitable, brutal dance. The inevitable, brutal dance begins as the corporate mech lunges forward with breathtaking, silent speed. Its movements are clean, economical, every calculated motion designed to inflict maximum, precise damage. The defiant titan roars, a primal sound ripping through the sterile air, meeting the assault with raw power. Its heavy fist, a mass of scarred metal, swings in a wide arc, aiming for the rival's sleek, unblemished chest. The corporate mech dodges with impossible agility, a blur of silver, its systems anticipating every wild strike. It counters with a swift, piston-like jab, striking the titan's side with a jarring, metallic clang. Sparks fly from the impact, illuminating the grim determination on the defiant titan's pilots' faces. They feel the reverberation through their controls, the cold, hard reality of the rival's strength. The corporate mech fights with the cold logic of an algorithm, predictable in its ruthlessness, unsettling in its efficiency. Every attack is a vector, every defense a calculated equation, devoid of hesitation or emotional response. The defiant titan, however, fights like something, remembering pain. Its movements, born from instinct and past suffering. Its strikes are not always perfect, but they carry the weight of desperation, the fury of a hunted beast. A massive tail swing from the defiant titan sends tremors through the plaza, narrowly missing its opponent. The corporate mech responds by unleashing a burst of concentrated energy from its arm-mounted cannon, a silent beam. The titan shields itself, its ancient armor groaning under the strain, deflecting the searing, blue energy. The air fills with the smell of ozone and superheated metal, a harsh scent of advanced warfare and primal struggle. The crowd watches in stunned silence, their engineered applause forgotten amidst the brutal reality of the clash. Their faces now reflect genuine fear and awe, the spectacle far exceeding their polite, corporate expectations. The executive's smile remains, a fixed, unsettling mask, his eyes tracking every data point of the violent exchange. He sees not a fight, but a controlled experiment, a means to gather invaluable information on his rival. The defiant titan, with a guttural roar, charges, its massive claws extended, scraping against the polished ground. It aims for a direct, crushing blow, a desperate attempt to break through the rival's impenetrable facade. The corporate mech pivots, its sleek form seemingly melting away from the impact, a phantom of metal and light. It delivers a series of rapid, precise jabs to the titan's joints, targeting weak points with chilling accuracy. The defiant titan stumbles, a tremor running through its ancient frame, its pilots gritting their teeth in pain. They feel the strain, the relentless, unyielding pressure of an opponent that knows no exhaustion or fear. The rival mech's pilots, inside their pristine cockpit, remain impassive, their expressions utterly devoid of strain. They operate with a disturbing calm, their movements synchronized with the mech's, almost as if they are one entity. Their eyes, still fixed with that empty focus, betray no hint of effort, no flicker of personal struggle. This is not a battle of wills for them, but a perfectly executed protocol, a predetermined sequence of actions. The defiant titan struggles to regain its footing, its systems screaming under the relentless, calculated assault. Its pilots push back, pouring their raw will and desperate hope into every countermove, every desperate parry. They remember the yard, the friends, the sacrifices made to keep their titan free, fueling their resistance. The corporate mech unleashes another volley of energy, forcing the defiant titan to retreat, creating distance. Its blue energy pulses with an artificial glow, a stark contrast to the defiant titan's raw, guttural power. The defiant titan surveys its opponent, its ancient optics calculating, searching for a weakness in the perfection. But the rival mech presents no flaws, no openings, only a seamless, impenetrable wall of corporate design. It moves with a chilling grace, anticipating every feint, every desperate lunge from its less refined adversary. The plaza's pristine surface is now scarred, cracked by the force of their impacts, a testament to the conflict. Debris scatters across the ground, small pieces of corporate perfection shattered by the raw power of the clash. The defiant titan lets out a frustrated roar, its mechanical voice laced with anger and desperate defiance. It lunges again, a desperate, all-or-nothing attack, pouring every ounce of its remaining strength into the strike. The corporate mech meets it head-on, its metallic hands locking with the titan's. A titanic struggle of wills. Their forms become a tangled mass of metal and energy, pushing against each other with unimaginable force. The ground beneath them groans, threatening to buckle under the immense pressure of their intertwined struggle. The defiant Titans pilots strain, their muscles aching, their minds focused solely on overpowering their rival. They feel the cold, unyielding strength of the corporate mech, a force that seems to have no upper limit. The rival pilots, however, remain serene, their faces placid, their control seemingly effortless and absolute. No beads of sweat, no strained expressions betray the immense power they are wielding with chill and detachment. A sudden, powerful surge of energy emanates from the corporate mech, pushing the defiant titan backward. It stumbles, its massive frame scraping against the shattered pavement, a sound of grating metal and defeat. The corporate mech follows relentlessly, its blue eyes gleaming, its movements precise and utterly merciless. It aims a powerful kick at the defiant titan's knee joint, a vulnerable point in its battered armor. The titan cries out, a mechanical shriek of agony, as the impact sends a jolt of pain through its structure. Its pilots wince, feeling the phantom pain, the deep, unsettling connection to their suffering mech. The corporate mech raises its arm, a weapon forming at its wrist, glowing with a dangerous, focused energy. It prepares for a decisive blow, a finishing move designed to incapacitate its struggling adversary completely. The defiant titan's energy flickers, its power reserves dangerously low, its movements growing sluggish and heavy. Its pilots look at each other, a silent understanding passing between them, a desperate knowledge of their predicament. The crowd gasps, sensing the imminent end, the complete triumph of the corporate machine over raw, untamed power. The executive's smile widens, his eyes alight with the satisfaction of a carefully planned victory unfolding. He raises a hand, a subtle gesture to the corporate mech, almost imperceptible to the watching crowd. The rival mech pauses, its glowing weapon held aloft, a fraction of a second of unexpected hesitation. Its blue eyes flicker, a momentary glitch in its perfect, relentless assault, a tiny, almost invisible pause. The defiant Titans pilots notice a fleeting moment of confusion amidst the chaos, a peculiar, unexpected reprieve. Then, as quickly as it paused, the corporate mech resumes its attack, its weapon now fully charged and ready. It unleashes a devastating beam, a torrent of blue energy that strikes the defiant Titan's chest plate. The Titan recoils, a deafening shriek erupting from its core, its systems overloading under the intense heat. Smoke billows from its damaged chassis, obscuring its form, a hazy shroud of pain and near defeat. Its pilots cough, the acrid smoke filling their cockpit, their vision blurred, their hope dimming rapidly. The corporate mech stands triumphant, its weapon humming, its posture radiating absolute, unquestionable Buddha dominance. The crowd erupts in cheers, a wave of relief and admiration washing over them. Forgetting their earlier fear, the executive beams, a picture of benevolent authority, his calculated gamble paying off handsomely. He gestures again, a subtle, almost imperceptible signal directed towards the triumphant corporate mech. The rival mech, poised for another strike, freezes mid-motion, its glowing weapon slowly dimming. Its blue eyes, once fiercely focused, now seem to scan the crowd, an odd, almost searching quality in their gaze. This pause is longer, more deady, bere, to revealing a curious latency in its otherwise flawless operation. The defiant Titans, pilots, though battered, observe this strange hesitation, a flicker of understanding dawning. They sense a string, an invisible tether connecting the rival mech to an unseen, external command structure. The corporate mech is not acting on its own will, but awaiting approval, a puppet on a golden leash. This control latency, this brief delay, becomes a crucial weakness, a crack in the facade of perfection. The executive's smile falters for a moment, a tiny wrinkle of annoyance crossing his otherwise placid face. He makes another moain shi stentu gesture, urging the mech to resume its pre-programmed dominant stance. The corporate mech obeys, its systems re-engaging, the blue light in its eyes flaring back to full intensity. It turns its attention back to the battered Defiant Titan, once again ready to deliver the final, crushing blow. But the moment of hesitation has revealed a truth, a chilling insight into the rival's true nature. It is powerful, yes, but its power is borrowed, its will subservient to a master's unseen command. The Defiant Titan's pilots exchange knowing glances, a shared realization, igniting a new spark of hope. They understand now that their enemy is not truly the mech itself, but the unseen force controlling it. The corporate mech steps forward, its movements once again fluid and precise, utterly devoid of independent thought. Its shadow falls over the Defiant Titan, a dark shroud of inevitable corporate dominion and engineered victory. The crowd roars its approval, unaware of the subtle strings being pulled, the true nature of the display. The Defiant Titan, battered but not broken, braces itself, its spirit rekindled by this new, chilling knowledge. It prepares for the next assault, its resolve hardened, its focus now shifted to the unseen puppeteer. The corporate mech raises its arm for the final time, its blue weapon glowing with cold, absolute power. The corporate mech raises its arm for the final time, its blue weapon glowing with cold, absolute power. Just as it prepares to unleash its devastating strike, the executive's voice cuts through the air. It is a clear, amplified command, declaring the sparring exercise concluded, framing it as an overwhelming corporate success. The corporate mech instantly freezes, its weapon dissipating, its blue eyes returning to a neutral glow. The sudden halt is jarring, an abrupt cessation of violence, leaving the Defiant Titan in suspended agony. The crowd, momentarily confused, quickly adapts, erupting into a new wave of engineered, celebratory applause. The executive steps forward, his smile radiant, declaring the new mech unequaled and its performance a testament to corporate superiority. He praises the valiant effort of the independent operators, a condescending nod to their defeat. The fight is deemed inconclusive in official terms, but framed as a clear corporate triumph in public perception. Data, not victory, was the true prize, harvested from every desperate lunge and calculated parry. The Defiant Titan's pilots watch grimly, understanding the insidious nature of this victory that was never truly about combat. They feel the sting of engineered consent, the bitter taste of a battle they were never meant to win. The corporate mech, now disengaged, turns to face the crowd, its pilots offering another practiced, empty wave. Their faces are serene, unmarred by the recent conflict, displaying perfect, corporate-approved composure. The Defiant Titan, damaged but still standing, begins its slow, painful retreat from the shattered plaza. Its footsteps are heavy, each thud a testament to its endurance, a defiant beat against corporate rhythm. The crowd parts, some faces showing pity, others relief, most simply accepting the corporate narrative. The executive approaches the corporate mech, shaking hands with its pilots, a tableau of manufactured success. His eyes, however, follow the retreating Titan, a predatory glint reflecting his true, unyielding intent. He knows this is just the beginning, another step in the inevitable corporate eclipse of independent power. The rival pilots disembark, their movements still synchronized, their smiles perfectly calibrated for the cameras. One of them, a woman with unnervingly calm eyes, pauses for a moment, a subtle shift in her posture. As she passes the battered Titan, her gaze lingers, a flicker of something unscripted in her otherwise blank expression. She glances quickly at the executive, then back at the Titan, a silent, almost imperceptible message passing. Then, as if a switch is flipped, her composure returns, her steps resuming their practiced corporate rhythm. The Defiant Titan reaches the edge of the plaza. Its pilots preparing to guide it back to the hidden yard. They feel the weariness in their bones, the heavy weight of a battle fought against invisible, insidious forces, but also a new understanding, a clearer vision of the enemy's true nature and methods of control. The corporate mech stands proudly in the center, a shining monument to engineered obedience and quiet subjugation. Its muted silver gleams under the corporate lights, a symbol of a future where all is controlled, all is owned. The crowd disperses slowly, their conversations filled with the executive's carefully crafted narrative of triumph. The plaza, though scarred, will soon be repaired, erasing the physical evidence of the defiant Titan's struggle. But the memory, the chilling revelation of hidden control, lingers in the minds of the defiant pilots. They know now that their fight is not just against metal and might, but against paperwork, patience, and inevitability. The corporation does not conquer with armies, but with engineered consent, polite smiles, and invisible leashes. As the defiant Titan finally retreats into the city's shadows, a whisper reaches its pilots, carried on the wind. It is the voice of the rival pilot, the woman with the calm, unsettling eyes, her words barely audible. She stands alone for a fleeting moment, her back to the executive, her perfect posture slightly slouched. Her lips move, forming words not meant for the cameras. A private confession in the fading light. The defiant Titan's pilots strain to hear. Their internal comes crackling with the ghost of her whispered truth. Her voice is low, strained, a stark contrast to her earlier modulated corporate pronouncements. Her eyes, once empty, now hold a flicker of something akin to despair, a deep, silent plea. The words hang in the air, a chilling echo amidst the fading corporate cheers. In distant city hum, I can't stop when they tell me to start, she whispers, a confession of her own unwilling servitude. The revelation strikes the defiant Titan's pilots like a physical blow, a sudden, cold understanding. The rival mech is not merely controlled. Its pilots are extensions of a will, not their own. Prisoners within! Her words paint a bleak picture of compliance, where even the act of stopping requires external permission. The seamless perfection of the corporate mech, its unwavering obedience, now takes on a horrifying new meaning. It is a cage of gilded steel, a prison of engineered consent, where freedom is an unknown, forbidden concept. The defiant Titan's pilots feel a surge of profound pity, mixed with a renewed sense of their own precarious freedom. They realize the rival pilot is not an enemy driven by malice, but a victim of the same insidious system. Her whispered words expose the true cost of corporate safety, the complete surrender of individual will and autonomy. The defiant Titan's growl is softer now, a sound of contemplation, of a deeper, more complex understanding. Its ancient spirit senses the profound tragedy of the rival mech, a Titan stripped of its own agency. The city lights begin to twinkle, a beautiful, deceptive facade over the dark machinations of power. The weekend Titans were never anomalies. They were a system, a blueprint for controlled destruction and engineered order. The defiant Titan's pilots look out at the sprawling metropolis, its towering structures hiding countless secrets. They know their fight is far from over, evolving into a silent war against an omnipresent, polite enemy. The question of who owns the future now burns with terrifying clarity, a stark choice between freedom and servitude. Can resistance remain human when the opposition is infinite, smiling, and utterly polite in its dominion? The rival pilots whisper echoes in their minds, a haunting melody of engineered despair and lost autonomy. The corporate tower gleams in the distance, a silent, monolithic sentinel of this new, terrifying order. The defiant Titan moves onward, its battered frame a symbol of fragile, enduring rebellion against the encroaching darkness. Its journey continues, burdened by new knowledge, a deeper understanding of the corporate eclipse unfolding. The night descends, cloaking the city in shadows, but the chilling whisper remains, a seed of future conflict. The struggle for true freedom, for genuine agency, has only just begun in this dark, corporate-dominated world. The rival's crown, once a symbol of triumph, now reveals itself as a heavy, inescapable burden of engineered control. The defiant titan disappears into the urban maze, leaving behind a profound question hanging in the cold night air.